Some final thoughts on the ground here in Tucson this hour. Paul Mauro back with me. And Paul, I want to talk a little bit about a couple of the family members here. Annie Guthrie, Savannah's sister, Nancy Guthrie's other daughter, her husband, Tommaso. We've had a lot of back and forth with the sheriff about which of them dropped Nancy Guthrie off that night, Saturday night, after they had dinner with her. The sheriff is not willing to give us a specific individual. Does that strike you as odd in any way?
I think he's trying to be as cautious as possible relative to starting any internet rumors or media rumors that the ball is going to start rolling and get out of control. Because if he says definitively, this is the person who dropped her off, Tommaso, and because there have been some internet rumors and the like about that, I think a lot of people out there might jump to conclusions, take that as conclusory, that, oh, they're looking at him hard. And, he's trying to allow for the fact that we haven't ruled out anything or anybody, obviously. But I think he's being very, very cautious because let's face facts. If it was as simple as that, we'd have an arrest. And we don't.
It's smart policing in your point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, well, what about we're listening to Harvey Levin a lot because he has seen this ransom note. He was talking about it being, in his view, certainly not written by AI. What do you make of that?
Well, first of all, I would say that I've seen things written by AI, and they are unnerving as to how good they are and how well they mimic human speech, and they're getting better and better at mimicking human writing. So I'm not sure how much I can read into that, but there is another thing. We've gotten to the point where law enforcement can actually serve search warrants on the AI companies.
Oh, they can.
And ask for specific things. Now, the law is always 10 years behind the tech, and this is still developing. You can't say to ChatGPT, for instance, do you have anything out there where somebody searched murder, Tucson, kidnapping, blah, 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 a bunch of sort of bad words to see, okay, something that sort of open-ended.
Yeah.
But if you can be specific, and with something like this, you could, because you have the note. So you could actually search for that note to see if anybody used that exact language. That is specific enough under American law to warrant a search warrant. The problem is if that somebody used foreign AI, Chinese company or something, and you can't get that.
And really briefly, Paul, should the reward be bigger at this point? Are you surprised it's only $50,000?
Yeah, I am. I don't understand. As you and I were talking about, history shows that things like this are always committed by more than one person. You get more than one person, that means nothing is secret. I assess there are probably some people around this thing who have at least some suspicions. Incentivize those people to come forward. And I am surprised that we're only hearing from the 50,000 from the government and nobody else.
Yeah. Paul Mauro, it is always so good to have you here.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.